Hey guys, everybody that knows Rick knows. Hey Rick. Knows that he loves his smokers. So we went camping for the first time last weekend, and he got to smoke us some delicious food, but I have to say I was a little bit jealous. So we went to pick up some things for our next trip, mainly a poop tank.
Portable sewer tank.
But I saw this thing, and Rick bought it for me.
All right, my friends. The first reason that we decided to get the griddle was they've been recommended to us by a lot of people in many different smoking groups and friends, colleagues, coworkers. They all say to get this griddle, get a griddle. We were looking at a Blackstone, which is supposed to be really nice. We did not like the fact that it would take up one more of the very limited counter space that we already have outside of our trailer. We just have a 3-shelf cook station, which is good for an Instapot or something else, good for the portable smoker or something else, and good for a fan. Having those 3 things on our last trip worked out really well. We didn't want to sacrifice one of those items of our cooking arsenal, so to say, to make room for something else. So this is why we decided to go with this portable, almost like a Coleman tailgater pit boss, because we're a fan of the Dancing Company. So what we're going to show off probably first is the fact that it does kind of like drop down. Alright, so like I was saying, this is a good for us. It has its own set of legs, so to say, not taking up any more of that cook station space. There's a real nice latch on the side here that locks it into place. I'm going to remove that. On the bottom, there's a piece of rubber on that crossbar there. That's where you're going to put your foot. So once it's unlatched, you're going to lift it off that arm on the side that you're on, and you lift it, and you're going to slowly lower it. I try to go straight down, because otherwise if I lift my foot up, that kind of drops, which you don't want to do. That safety latch then goes on the bottom bar. And now what you did was just created an almost perfectly portable griddle on wheels. Not going to take up any more of my counter space, not going to get in the way. Just going to be one less suitcase that we're going to take. We're going to undo that latch. This part I'm still trying to learn. You have to get that corner to rest in that spot first. And once it's rested in there, it feels kind of secure. You put your latch back on and you're all set. So I do own many other Pit Boss Dancing items. One thing that I've always liked about them is there's a few little things that they do that stand out above some other things here. The wheels that are included, they're a nice rubber wheel, not a cheap plastic wheel. That's all rubberized with a nice frame in there. I've had one that lasted like that for a long time. A complaint, the grease trap here kind of just falls out a little bit. I would like to have seen more of a lip on there. There is kind of a hole here. I might end up putting a screw or something, or a bracket on there to make it a little bit less easy to come out. Hopefully it's not going to be a big deal down the road. Cool thing that they did, all these decals, they're on by magnets, which is absolutely awesome. I'm not peeling stickers. I can get right in and cook. There's a couple of latches on the side to keep on for travel. I'm not used to that latch like that, so it's going to take a little bit getting used to. Lift up, and then you got to take this one off. Typically the latches, I just lift them up and drop right off, but this one you got to actually remove it. I guess that's kind of a safety feature. But for me, it's just more one more step I got to do before I can get down into it here. All right. All right. So here's your main griddle. It seems to be of a good quality. They're saying that it's 3 millimeters thick. It feels kind of heavier. Here's your slot for your grease trap over there. Now, something that's going to be cool. I'm going to lift this up and show you the burners below, and you'll see how evenly it's going to heat. Okay. So of this griddle here, if those burners are on high, I can't see there not being a hot spot and evenly heated. We'll get the thermal gun on there later to see. But something else that's kind of neat about this here is on the bottom. Okay, you got a couple of screws, or nuts and bolts rather, that you can actually adjust the height on this, which you might not seem like, oh, that's such a good thing. Well, it is a good thing, because if you're cooking like 5 pounds of bacon and you want that grease to run right off into the trap, you can raise all these up and just simply lower that side over here by the grease trap. So although it appears level from the top, we are definitely slanted on this side, nut to metal versus nut to air, and all that grease is going to run right down there nice and easy. That, I think, is a really cool feature. Don't know if they all have that or not, but I do dig that.
All right. So we're going to get ready to season it. We did not measure it at the store, so Rick's just going to measure the griddle to make sure the size. We didn't see it in the description anywhere. All right, it looks like it's a 22-inch griddle.
No, 23 and a half.
Okay. So the griddle seasoning says to use a tablespoon for that size. So we're going to get the griddle preheated. We're going to get a tablespoon of the griddle seasoning, rub it all over, and we're going to heat it up for 1 burn. We're going to repeat this step 3 to 5 times.
And notice that our propane tank is full, and it is, we do military time or regular time? What do you think would be better for?
I'm not going to do military time.
7:30 p.m. Add 12 hours and you get your military time. We're going to do, just so we can keep track of how long that propane tank is.
I don't know what he's talking about.
We want to document that propane tank. Is cool as it can be, and now we have our pretty much just about seasoned. Just that one corn is a little bit of a problem, but we're still getting smoke. We're gonna pour another tablespoon on there and call it a night and start cooking. All right, camp on. Catch you later.